where we're going to be going over what to expect out of the Windows 10 crash course. So we're going to talk a little bit about Windows 10, but first off, I want to start by examining the things that we'll be covering in the overall course. So following this video, you can go ahead and see how we're going to start talking about navigating the start menu. With Windows 10, you do get an updated interface that kind of combines the best of both worlds from Windows 7 and Windows 8, also implementing some new features and interface changes. So we're going to be talking about navigating that new start menu, navigating the settings menu. The settings menu is very crucial in that of Windows 10 in that it has a separate, you're used to the control panel. You also have a new Windows settings menu that allows you to control a lot of things. We'll be talking about how you can navigate those settings. Just some general Windows 10 interface tips along with the start menu. There is a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of new implementations and how you go about browsing through things like your files. You still have File Explorer and things of that nature, but we're going to be covering some interface tips to help you clean up your Windows experience, help you customize it a bit, personalize it, of course. From there, we'll talk about Windows 10's big new feature, which is Edge, the Edge browser, which is very, very popular, especially on that of tablet interfaces or interfaces where you can use Windows on a touch screen. So we'll give you an overview of the Edge browser, and then we'll go into installing and uninstalling apps, how you can go, of course, install third-party apps from the web, but more importantly, how do you go about uninstalling specific apps from Windows 10 or just apps that you don't want in general? How do you get rid of that bloatware? From there, it ties into that of the Windows Store, installing apps from the Windows Store. This is Microsoft's kind of all-in-one place where you can get third-party applications that they approve of. And then a big new feature in Windows 10 as well is Cortana, the new voice assistant that allows you to do a lot of stuff, helps you navigate through Windows. You can tell it commands. We'll be talking about how you can configure and use Cortana throughout Windows 10. We're going to be talking about configuring parental controls for you parents out there who have kids. You want to limit specific use cases on Windows 10. Configuring your privacy settings, which is also very important, so how you can secure your PC a bit more through Windows 10 and some of the new features they've implemented on the privacy end. The overview of Action Center, so all of your notifications, all your updates, everything that comes through Action Center, how to navigate that, how to adjust settings and update it. Windows Hello, which is a login feature that allows you to adjust a couple things and also log in password free through things like facial recognition and scanning if you want to have that enabled. We'll talk about the new Windows Maps application that's been updated and implemented, so you can use that on your Windows 10 as well. And then we're going to be talking about, towards the end, cleaning up your Windows 10 install. How do you, especially if you're coming from a Windows 10 upgrade install, so let's say you're on Windows 8 or Windows 7 and you're upgraded, how you can clean up and save some hard drive space with your new Windows 10 install. And last but not least, I want to cover Windows 10 keyboard shortcuts, some of the important ones that's worth noting, some of the things you should learn, just to kind of make your Windows 10 experience that much more efficient. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into Windows 10 and some of the information about it from Microsoft's website. So here we are at Microsoft's website, and keep in mind with Windows 10, you can actually upgrade completely for free. So I did want to overview a little bit about Windows 10 to give you some, general information if you have yet to upgrade it and you're watching this crash course guide and deciding, whether or not you want to. You can upgrade completely for free if you're coming for 7 or 8. You can head over to Microsoft.com to get more information, or you should see a notification in your bottom right of your actual Windows, or if you go to update your Windows 7 or 8 install, allowing you to go ahead and get and register your free Windows 10 copy. This will be good for up to a year. So again, you can get Windows 10 completely for free now if you want to go ahead and upgrade. There's talk whether or not, they recommend a clean install. If you have the opportunity to clean install, I do recommend doing a clean installation. This means, essentially nuking the drive, installing from scratch. Now, if you're going to do that, I would recommend also you go ahead and back up your current data, so your files, etc. That way it's easier to transition over to your new clean install. And like I said, Windows 10 is an all-new operating system from Microsoft that has been built from the ground up to also work across all your devices. So it's going to work on touchscreen interfaces. It's going to work, of course, on your laptop and your desktop. Of course, this directly integrates with that of their Windows Phone, so you have direct kind of unification across all your platforms. So Windows 10 is how you get things done across all your devices, and it's built for a variety of different situations here. Now, as far as specs go and system requirements for Windows 10, if you want to upgrade to Windows 10 on your PC or tablet, here's a minimum hardware specs that's directly from the website. So 1 gig of RAM for 32-bit, 2 gigs for 64-bit, depending on which version you go with. at least 16 gigs of free space for 32-bit and 20 gigs for 64-bit. And then they have some recommended graphics cards as well as your display information. And then you can read some of their important notes. This is all available over at Microsoft's website. So you can see here, and you can also see some of the information regarding if you're upgrading from 7 or 8, what you can upgrade to on the Windows 10, as well as the languages it currently supports. Alright, so that said, here we are in Windows 10. When you actually get Windows 10 installed, keep in mind a great way to kind of get a general overview of a lot of the new stuff and get help right from the get-go. If you go into your start menu, you should see this button right here that says Get Started. This will open up this menu right here, which gives you really great tips that you can go through to learn all about what's new in Windows 10. So definitely worth reading through that if you want to take the time to go through and just get a real great overview of stuff and kind of hit a checklist of what you need to do for as far as like setting up accounts, emails, calendar, if you're setting it up for a family PC. This is a great way to, again, to get a great overview of everything new in Windows 10 all in one place. So and anytime in the crash course, if you need to go back, you can of course reference a video, but another great place to go within your PC is go ahead and reference this menu for more information and for some quick start guides or quick tutorials to getting what you need. Alright, that said, this is going to wrap up this video. Be sure to check out the next video to continue your crash course guide on Windows 10. Thanks for watching.